1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you spend just 10 minutes scrolling through the Kenyan social media, it looks like everyone has just cracked the code to generational wealth. You see the 20-year-old influencer buying a multi-million shilling mansion, the TikToker rolling in a brand new showroom car, and the musicians flying out to Dubai every other weekend. In a country where inflation is biting, a tightening job market is frustrating millions, and everyday life is a grind, the message on your smartphone screen is loud and clear. Fame equals to instant fortune.
I mean it.
But what if I told you that over 80% of luxury you see online is completely rented? And what if the lavish lifestyle of your favorite Nairobi celebrities are actually a highly coordinated game of smoke and mirrors? Today, we are pulling back the curtains on the actual economics of the Kenyan entertainment industry. We are looking past the filters to reveal exactly how much Kenyan celebrities really earn, where that money comes from, and the brutal mathematics trap that is keeping your favorite creators secretly broke. To understand the money in Nairobi, you have to realize that the celebrity ecosystem is split into 3 different financial universes. At the top of the pyramid sit the corporate darlings. These are the elite few who don't rely on volatile digital views to pay their rent. They are funded directly by the massive multi-million shillings marketing budget of blue chip corporations like Safaricom, EABL, Coca-Cola, and major betting firms. According to an industry-defining market report by data analytics firm Audipo, the top 10 digital influencer in Kenya pulled approximate of 296 million shillings in a single year purely from brand sponsorship content. According to the report, Omondi led the chart, pulling in 57 million Kenyan shillings per year. He shifted from traditional stand-up comedy to high-impact digital skits, signing massive long-term corporate retainers instead of charging per cost. Ambare comes second with an estimate of 44 million Kenyan shillings per year. She is the queen of lifestyle inspiration, model, converting a staggering percentage of her Instagram traffic directly into premium endorsements for beauty and liquor brands. Then comes Demwa Facebook with an estimate of 35 million Kenyan shillings per year by turning grassroots comedic viral attention into massive corporate roadshows campaigns. Then comes Kwesi Kena and Jogush with an estimate of 16 to 23 million Kenyan shillings per year by running structured production houses that blend brand integration with ticketed live events and recurring AdSense. These numbers are real, liquid, and massive, but did you notice something? This list is incredibly short. This is just top 1%. What happens to everyone else? Now, before we look at internet creators, we can't forget old money. While internet stars dominate your feed, traditional media giants still hold some of the most stable, lucrative contracts in the country. Mainstays like Jeff Koinange command basic television salaries ranging between 1.5 million Kenyan shillings to 2.5 million Kenyan shillings per month, and that's before you add corporate gigs where he can comfortably charge upwards of 300,000 Kenyan shillings for a single night's work. Over on the radio waves, Maina Kageni commands an estimate of 1.2 million to 1.8 million Kenyan shillings per month, heavily boosted by performance bonuses because of the insane volume of advertising revenue he brings in daily. And Daniel Churchill Dambuki operates as a media mogul. On top of his stable 6-figure radio salary, his company, Laugh Industry, owns the syndication and live ticketing rights to his massive live shows, creating a multi-layered financial machine. This group represents true institutional wealth, but here is where the story gets messy.
Kazi gani?
Music.
Indo ya mziki ya
Trading
gari?
accounts.
And checking accounts?
Yes.
Okay. 23 Ultra?
Nipe.